it's Kelly with kellyscards.ca, and this is the second card in my newest card kit series, the Everyday Card Kit number 6. For this card today, I picked out some rather soft colors and some really nice embossed paper. And for this card, what we're going to do is we're going to put this together as an open-ended card. If you want to use it as a sympathy card or a get well card, this is perfect the way it is. If you want to make this a birthday card, you can add a sentiment or you can stamp on top here, birthday hugs. This can also be open-ended. So to start out, I have embossed this white paper with a Spellbinders embossing folder. Really like this pattern. To start out, I am going to adhere this embossed piece to the pink backing, and we'll have a nice little bit of pink sticking out around. I really like layering like this because it adds that little bit of color sticking out, but it's not too much. And especially on these cards that are more sympathy or get well or a comforting type card, I think people don't want too much pop of color. They want something light. And this is a good way to get the color into the card but not overwhelm the recipient with too much color. So I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to layer this up. And as you can see, it's just a little bit of pink showing through. And it's just the right amount. And I'm just going to carefully put this on. You don't have to push too hard because we don't want to wreck the embossing around those edges. And now I have this little ribbon. And this little ribbon's going to be adhered. And then this piece here is going to go on top. So I want to make sure my ribbon is going to be under this. So I'm thinking about there is about right. And I'm going to flip this over. If you've been watching me long enough, you know that I like to put tape on any of my ribbons to secure it to the back. There's just more of a chance that it won't come undone and it will stay where we want it. So now I'm making sure that that is nice and straight. That is on there now, and we can add this right to our card base. And again, if you see, it's just nice to have that little bit of pink, but it's not overwhelming. So now I'll bring this in and I'll rotate that to have this on this side and get this put down. And we'll put this down here. And again, I want to rub softly because you don't want to push this embossing down and wreck the way it looks there. And now that's on. And this is starting to look really good. I'm going to layer this piece on now onto the pink. And I'll bring in a little tape runner for this. And we will layer this up as well. And we'll put that on top. Now the other parts of this card, we're going to bring in our word hugs, our flower, and then our little leaf piece that I have cut. And you can arrange it how you wish. I'm going to take and I'm going to cut off the little edge of the line on the S as well as the H so that I can have it a little bit more closer to the flower. You can keep it long if you want, and really I'm going to put it at the bottom so the line isn't going to be seen too much. I'm going to have the flower kind of over here centered, and then I'm going to have this leaf lay across here, and of course the brad is going to go through the flower. So we'll just put this through. We're going to add that, and I really like how calm this card is. And again, if you want to send this for a birthday, you could add a sentiment up here that says birthday hugs. You could put this on here and stamp here birthday hugs or Happy Mother's Day, and then have hugs. It is quite up to you. This is, again, I try to design these to be a little bit open-ended for you guys to choose what you want to make the cards for. So to start adhering this down, we are going to adhere this piece first. And again, I'm going to add my score tape. Again, some people call this Be Creative tape. There's quite a few different names known in the industry, but it's all the same type of tape. And we really want to use a strong adhesive here because we're going to be adhering it to this embossed paper. And because of the raised and unraised areas, the better tape just helps it stick better. And I like how that looks, so I'm going to just put this down. And to bring these pieces in, on the back of the hugs, I have used the Stick-It tape, and you can actually peel it up. Just peel it slowly like this, and you should be able to pull off the backing off of the Stick-It tape. And now this is a sticker, and I've just done this for ease of putting these cards together. And I'm just going to bring my leaf in here again and my flower to make sure I'm putting my hugs right where I want it. And I'm going to put my hugs down right about here. And now that sticks perfectly and no wet adhesive or anything like that. And then this flower is going to be here. So now for this leaf, you can do many things with this leaf. You could stamp here and put this on the inside and have this area more for your sentiment. If you want to build up a sentiment, you can lay it this way, you can lay it across like this. Be creative on how you want to use it. I know I'm going to have my flower over here, and I think I would like this leaf laying across like this. So I'm just going to tip it over, and I'm going to bring in some of my glue, and I'm just going to tap my glue on here. Again, I do not want to put a lot of this glue because that would be really, really messy. So I'm just going to dab a few dabs of the glue. And as I showed on my last video from card 1, just take your die cut and just rub it on some extra paper just to get any globs off. And now when you bring in your die cut, you won't have to worry about any glue globs. And this is, we're just going to lay this across like this. I'm just going to gently push it on to the paper. I haven't added any adhesive on this little tail. You can always tuck under if you want. Another trick is you can take your tape runner and just grab the end, and you'll actually peel a slightly bit of tape on to your piece, and then you'll be able to push it down. That's kind of a sneaky way to get adhesive on that little area. So now to finish this up, we can add this flower, and again I'm going to use hot glue. I just like hot glue better because I don't have to put the brads through the paper. It's less likely I'm going to damage the card I've already made. And I'm going to add this a little bit more onto this side. And I really think these are really pretty flowers. So this will complete this card. Again, really simple. I love these soft cards, and again, use your embossing folders and you can add this nice background and you can just get a really nice soft card. And again, I've used these soft colors like these pinks. Purples are also nice. Really any color is really nice because if you only see a little bit of it, it really looks good, and then you can use your accents just to show the color off a little bit more. So again, I like to put an inside to my card. And now that is on there to complete the inside and this card in total. I hope that you enjoyed this card. There will be 3 more cards left in the series. Again, if you missed the first, it will be linked below. So thank you so much for joining me. You can check me out on my website at kellyscards.ca, and I hope you have a wonderful day.